I'm Rizai, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you some cool customizable loadouts that I created for the customizable Mandalorian skin. And they're based off of, they're mainly based off of Star Wars characters, but then there's a few extras that I added. So let's do this. Alright, so the first loadout I'm going to be showing you how to make is Boba Fett, specifically based on his original trilogy look, and even more specifically, his episode 6 look. Because So for the helmet, we're going with Spirit. Pauldron, we're going to go to Pauldron, is going to be Honor, then Spirit, and Spirit again. Then we're not going to give him a pattern, we're going to give him the Mythosaur Clan Sigil. The rangefinder is going to be on. Same with like the Pauldron is going to be on, the torso accessory is going to be off, and the body accessory is going to be off also. And for the colors, we're going to go with on his base being moss green, then red, then gray olive, then default because it doesn't matter what his pattern color is, and then Clan Sigil, nutmeg, and then leather being slate. Then for his cape, you can either give him his jetpack from the Boba Fett skin in the item shop, or you could give him the Mandalorian cape with being the color of dark cyan. Now, if you want to go with his more Empire Strikes Back look, you could change his maybe his clothing or his leather to dark gray, and then you could give him also the default back bling. But I think this kind of matches. This is a better match and stuff like that for what we're given. I also really like his look in the Return of the Jedi. So yeah, that's how you make Boba Fett. Next is Jango Fett from Star Wars Episode 2. So with this one, we're going to be doing again Spirit, then Strength, then Spirit, and then Strength again. Then for there's not going to be any patterns. There's not going to be a Clan Sigil. The rangefinder is going to be on. Then the Pauldron is actually going to be off this time. The torso is also being off, and then the lower body is going to be on. Then for the armor base, we're going to have white. You can go light gray, or you can go default, but I think this one just looks better. Then we're going to go royal blue, then midnight blue. Then we're going to be having a pattern color, then no pattern color. Clan Sigil doesn't matter. Then leather is going to be default. And since Jango Fett only really wears jetpack, you could just not give him a back bling, or you could give him again a jetpack if there's one in the game, or whatever you think would look cool. Now next is actually going to be a character is going to be Darth Revan from Star Wars, from Knights of the Old Republic, but his design is actually going to be specifically based off of Star Wars: The Old Republic. And because one of the big things with Revan is his helmet, that's iconic, and it's like a really iconic look. And I think I made a somewhat decent design that kind of at least mimics or resembles Darth Revan. So the helmet is going to be Honor, then go with Spirit, then Loyalty. Then there's not going to be a pattern, no Clan Sigil, we're going to have pretty much everything off except the lower body. That's going to be on still. Then we're going to have the armor base being black, then we go to red, then Sand Dune, then the pattern color doesn't matter, then Clan Sigil again doesn't matter, then the leather is going to be black. Then for the back bling, we're going to use the same Mandalorian cape, and we're going to just make it dark gray. Also, more thing I want to mention, if you could also do dual brown, which I think actually looks really awesome on this, but Sand Dune I think matches Revan's color scheme way more. Now next, if you want to make him look more knightly, you have a layout that's based off of the Farron Knight armor from Dark Souls 2. So for the helmet, it's going to be Spirit, then we go to Loyalty, then Honor again. There's not going to be a pattern or Clan Sigil. We're going to have the rangefinder off, Pauldron's on, then the accessories are both on. Then for the color scheme, we're going to have a light gray. You can go white, but I honestly just think this probably matches the color scheme more, at least based on the picture that I'm going to show you. Then the accent's going to be default, then midnight blue, then the pattern colors and Clan Sigils don't matter. Then the leather, I left them on default, then the leather is going to be chestnut brown. Then if you, for like a backbling, you could give him a shield or something else that you might think would look cool. Just ignore the gun. But also, if you did not know, but there are actual firearms in the Middle Ages. They use gunpowder and stuff like that. They're not like obviously as high tech and stuff like that, but gunpowder did exist in the Middle Ages. And the guns were just very, very primitive. And now lastly, I want to go show you how to create like a Crusader Knight or Templar from like the Middle Ages. Or at least the design based off of the true Templar. So again, honor, loyalty, spirit, loyalty. Then the pattern color is going to be block, no clan sigil. The rangefighter is going to be off, then the pauldron is going to be on. Then the accessories from the torso being off, and then the lower body is going to be on. Then for the color scheme, we're going to go with white, then red, then gray olive, nutmeg. The clan sigil doesn't matter. And then the leather slate is going to be, the leather is going to be slate. And then for his cape, you could, well, not give him a cape, or you could, but I suggest giving the Mandalorian clothes, or whatever you can think of. But I'm using the Mandalorian cape, so, which is going to be using the gray olive color, nothing else. So yeah, that's how, those are 5 different customizable options that I made allows for the new Mandalorian skin. Alright, so those are 5 customizable options that I made for the Mandalorian, the new customizable Mandalorian Warrior skin in Fortnite. I think the skin is really cool, and I made this video because I tried looking up some videos on like some cool loadouts or themes, but there weren't really any that I thought were all that good. Like for Boba Fett, they're always basing the look off of the Book of Boba Fett skin, which I find almost pointless since there's already one that's literally in the game. So I wanted to create, and plus I also really like his Return of the Jedi look, or actually his original trilogy look. I really like that design. Then also I just created some other ones to show because I thought they looked cool. But yeah, with that, I hope this video did. You either give this video a like, or you can tell me down in the comments below. But if you want for this for my channel, you can either share this video, with a friend, or subscribe to my channel where you will see more of my content. And with that, I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!